You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
Yeah, man. So the reports are coming out that rapper Young Thug was almost violated and sent back to jail, or what would have been prison. Um, right now, what's going on is there's been a video that was leaked online just a few minutes ago. Now, in this video, there's a screenshot from it right there on your screen where a cop back in February, it looks like, hold on, a cop back in looks like it was February. I want to see the exact date for you guys. The date is on here. On February the 20th, right, of this year. Uh, there's a video now that's online, a body cam of Young Thug, where he was pulled over by the police. Now, apparently, according to the reports, they're saying that he was pulled over and nearly arrested and sent back to jail for driving with a suspended license and going 83 miles an hour in a 45 zone while on probation. Now, the body cam is out and people are going crazy. Now, the officer only gave him a citation. He didn't arrest him. He didn't violate him. You know what I mean? Which, I thought that's good because it's not you trying to be excessive. But he could have still got done dirty. He could have not even done dirty. He could have went back off that. He could have easily went back off that. I'm gonna let y'all hear what happened in the actual exchange. All right, I'm gonna let y'all hear what happened in the exchange.
Listen, you're getting a citation. You were going 83. All right, that's true. You can be arrested. I'm not giving you a ticket for that. I'm just giving you your. Listen, you're getting a citation. You were going 83. All right, that's true. You can be arrested. I'm not giving you a ticket for that. I'm just giving you your license is suspended. My license suspended? Yeah. It says, yeah. It says from, I wrote it down here. 11/24/25 financial responsibilities. Financial? Yeah, maybe child support or insurance. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm not giving you a ticket. Listen, you could be arrested for that. So get that taken care of. Yeah.
So the cop, he seemed like he was cool and didn't arrest him and told him, look, just go get that taken care of. And that video is going viral right now online. Now, Young Thug got some crazy probation terms, man. I mean, crazy, bro. And I want to go through some of his probation terms. So he got a 40-year sentence that was structured as 5 years in prison, commuted to time served after roughly 2+ years in custody, followed by 15 years of probation with an additional 20 years backloaded, right? Suspended consecutive prison time that activates only if he violates his probation. Now, his probation, he has some special conditions. Now, in his probation, from the court reports, he was basically banned from the metro Atlanta area, right? Which I don't know where they put him over at, but he was banned from the metro Atlanta area for the first 10 years of his probation. He had exceptions for major immediate family events, medical emergencies, community service, or required anti-gang, anti-violence presentations. Also, in December 2024, he had a modification that if he had no violations in the first 3 years, by October the 31st, 2027, he may visit his specific Atlanta home address for up to 2 weeks at a time, up to 4 non-consecutive times per year. He must notify probation at least 5 days in advance, and his residence address is not to be publicly disclosed by probation. Also, he cannot associate with known gang members, victims, or most co-defendants from the case. Now, the exceptions are Gunner and his brother, in some reports. Now, he also cannot promote any criminal street gang or street activity. He can't use hand signs, terminology, or references that promote street gangs, including in music or social media. He can't possess or display criminal street gang paraphernalia. He has to perform 100 hours of community service annually, right? Deliver a live anti-gang, anti-gun violence presentation in the metro Atlanta area 4 times a year. He cannot own, possess, or be around guns or firearms. He's subject to random drug tests and searches of person, property for contraband or gang-related items. Also, he has general probation rules. Obey all the laws. Report to the probation officer as directed. No new criminal offenses. Right? A 2025 attempt. So he has a lot in here. Right? So basically, he had to obey all the laws. So let me get this right. So I want to check this out. Because they said his license was suspended. Right? Hold on 1 second. I want to pull this up. So basically, the cop could have violated him for driving on a suspended license. And here's the reason why. Because Georgia probation, including the Fulton County felony probation like Young Thugs, includes standard conditions that require the person on probation to obey all laws of governmental unit, immediately notify the probation officer if arrested or cited for any offense, including traffic offenses. During a suspended license, or driving on a suspended license, is a criminal misdemeanor in Georgia, right? A first offense carries potential jail time, 2 days and 12 months, right? 2 days to 12 months, fines 500 to 1,000, fingerprint and subsequent offenses within 5 years are treated more harshly, right? But it is a new criminal offense and it triggers probation violation for him. So the courts routinely treat new traffic-related misdemeanors, especially driving on suspended, as violations when someone is on probation. Even a simple citation can lead to a revocation hearing. So, that general obey all laws could have got him. So the cop really was 100 in that. The cop says, "Yo, look, I ain't gonna get." The cop probably knew, like, "Yo, I ain't trying to send this dude back." You know what I'm saying? Off that. And the cop said he was speeding too. So the cop could have been dirty, but the cop was showing love. You know what I'm saying? That cop was showing love. He could have did Young Thug dirt. Let me get y'all hear it again.
Listen, you're getting a citation. You were going 83. All right, that's criminal. You can be arrested. I'm not giving you a ticket for that. I'm just giving you your license is suspended. My license suspended? Yeah. It says, yeah. It says from, I wrote it down here. 11/24/25 financial responsibilities. Financial? Yeah, maybe child support or insurance. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm not giving you a ticket. Listen, you could be arrested for that. So get that taken care of. Yeah.
If he would have ran on the wrong cop that night, man, they would have violated him on that. Man, I know he would have been sick. I know Young Thug would have been sick if he would have got violated on that right there. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he got to just be careful. Because every little thing they're going to be trying to make sure they jam him up on. So if I was him, I wouldn't even be driving. Just to be honest with you. If I was, man, I'm driving like somebody's grandma and I'm making sure I got all my paperwork. But, this is one of them situations right here, man, where now the video's coming out. Man, that cop, like, really, You know what I'm saying? He really showed, and a white cop too, he really helped this dude. Because if it was an asshole who say, hey, nah, you come on, get out the car. You going, hey, I'm gonna lock you, hey, you getting arrested. He could have violated him right there. And the way Fannie Willis and them been acting, man, they want him bad. That would have been another reason to lock him up. So, you know, he got a blessing right there on that right there. The cop, he got a cop that was reasonable, you know what I'm saying? That told him, look, get that fixed. If I was him, I don't know what happened after this because they didn't show the video, but I would have just switched seats. If I had somebody else with me, I'd have switched it, or I'd have just called somebody to come pick up the whip because I ain't trying to take a chance at another cop pulling me over before I get home and then he ain't official, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go through that. So, yeah, man, that video was crazy. You guys, y'all let me know what y'all feel, though, man. Like the video, share the video. Y'all know notifications ain't been hitting right now, but it is what it is. We do what we do, you know? But, yeah, man, Young Thug is blessed on that. You know what I mean?
Hey guys, Ticket really hopes you enjoyed the content. There will be a link in the description box and pinned at the top of the chat room where you can go to the Ticket TV merch shop and purchase the exclusive merchandise for men and women. Thanks for your support, and he appreciates all sales.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.